All right, Steelers Nation, there is no doubt in the old tanker's mind that the Pittsburgh Steelers should have been in 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 seasons. Mike, when you have that kind of offensive talent, a Hall of Fame quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, the best offensive line in the league for 3 seasons, throw in the mentally dysfunctional AB, Lev Bell, say what you want, doing what he did last season. He was a heck of a running back. When you have that kind of offensive talent, you've got to put up 50 points. You've got to go to a Super Bowl. They didn't. Team turmoil, Mikey, team turmoil. The inmates were running the asylum.
All right, we're jumping. I wanna jam it with you.
You know what? You can't win a Super Bowl if you don't even go to the playoffs.
Yes, but the 2 years before that, they had the best opportunity to go to the Super Bowl.
They're the best offense in the league.
They did, but they were looking to play New England when they were playing Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what did the Kitty Cats do? Blake Bortles, who has a noodle for an arm, put up a whopping 115 passing yards.
And Leonard Fournette ran all over them.
Leonard Fournette exploited an injured Ryan Shazier. They call a guy off the bench, Sean Spence, who was eating cupcakes 2 weeks before that. So what do the Jaguars do? They run right at him. Go home, Steelers, no playoffs.
But then the year before, they have another great opportunity going against the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, Le'Veon Bell gets injured during the game, or was it at LA Fitness playing basketball the Wednesday before?
Yeah, there were some rumors about that. You know, the consistency, if you want one thing in a football team, it's consistency. And for the last 5 years with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Team Turmoil has been a consistent label. When you look at what AB did last year at the end of the season, blowing up mentally, disappointing his teammates, Le'Veon Bell holding out for the world's greatest, richest contract. How'd that work out for him, Mike?
It didn't work out well for anyone.
Yeah, for him. It didn't work out for Steelers Nation. It didn't work out for Bell. Good luck up in New York with the Jets fans, because they are brutal. You played at Rutgers. How are those New York fans?
We didn't really have many fans at Rutgers.
That's another topic for another day. So this is definitely, well, Mike Tomlin 2.0 as we enter the 2019 season. Hopefully, the coach has put the inmates back into the cell and has learned a hard lesson. And again, with that kind of talent, your Pittsburgh Steelers should have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Clean the slate. Clean the slate, baby. This is Mike Tomlin 2.0, Mike.
Well, yeah, Coach Tomlin came in. When he first came in, he had an established team, established leadership, and established coaches. He had Bruce Arians on offense, Dick LeBeau on defense, and he had a nucleus of team leaders. And they got a Super Bowl out of it, but then after that, it slowly started to fall apart. You could let the team run itself in the locker room before, but now I think it's time. As you saw what happened with the players, they started taking over a little too much. The leadership wasn't as strong as it was in the past. Ben needs to be a little bit more vocal and stronger in a good way, not in a negative way, calling guys out, but in a positive way. And I think Coach Tomlin needs to come back in, reel it in, be the leader that he is, and that we know he can be, and just be a little bit more hands-on and make sure he tightens things up again.
There's no doubt about it. When you look at Martavius Bryant's situation, LeGarrette Blount's situation, and I do mean Blount, baby, when you look at those situations, the inmates running the asylum, you won't go to Super Bowls. They didn't go to Super Bowls. Quarterback, I'm adamant about one thing. The Pittsburgh Steelers had the worst possible choice as an offensive coordinator in Todd Haley when he was here in Pittsburgh. Nothing says it more clearly to me than the Cleveland Clowns, of all people, cutting ties with him in midseason last year. And as far as I know today, he still does not have a coaching job. And I'm not even talking Pee-wee football. He doesn't have a coaching job.
I'm not going to put all the blame on Coach Todd Haley. I think it was more of a chemistry thing between him and Ben. Coach Haley wanted to do it one way, Ben wanted to do it another way. you can't put that completely on the coach when the player is doing his own thing.
No, and not when you have team turmoil too. So you had the perfect storm. You had Todd Haley, who I think is very inept as an offensive play caller, and you had egos abound with Bell, AB, our quarterback as well. It was a perfect storm. But nothing, Mike, nothing speaks to the ineptness of a Steelers offense that should have put up 50 points against Kansas City during the playoffs several years ago. And if it wasn't for the Wizard of Boz putting up 300 field goals, whatever it was, they don't get out of Kansas City with a win.
And again, that falls back onto discipline. You got your running back out playing basketball games during the week. You have to be disciplined, you have to take care of your body, and you have to, dedicate yourself to this team during the season. And, out of season, you can do all that stuff all you want. But during the season, 6 months out of the year, not even 4 months, 5 months out of the year, you got to really just focus, get in the locker room, do what you're told, do what you need to do, and have one focus, and that's winning football games week to week, and then with the main focus is winning a Super Bowl.
This is Pittsburgh, baby, and that is our goal. Not only just to have a good football time and a good time down here at Heinz Field on Sundays, it's to go to Super Bowls, baby, and win and get rings on your fingers. So the bottom line is Tomlin 2.0 2019. Will Team Turmoil stop being, and will this be a new Steelers? We're going to find out as the season unfolds.
The pressure's on as well because New England just tied the rings.
He had to go and mention that.